Hi everyone, this is Steve with Otaku Henshin. Figured with all the Pokemon Go stuff going on right now that it would be a good time to do a review on the Pokemon Trainer Red Champion version, Nendoroid. And of course it does come with Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise as well. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the box so we can already see the front here. On the sides we can see Charizard with his fire accessories there. And then we can see the other two. Take a look at the back. Again, we can just see them with their different attacks here. And this is actually a pretty sturdy box compared to what Nendoroids normally come in. And they also do have it plastic wrapped, which is another surprise with that. They don't normally do that with Nendoroids either. Let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at everything inside. So there's nothing really special about the inside of the box. It's just a plain blue, really. We can see everything here in the plastic shell. We can see the Nendoroid stand, all the Pokemon, and then the back layer just has all the accessories and hands and different swappable face here. It's funny though, normally with the Nendoroids you can't really get too much of it, but with this set there's just such a strong smell of that new plastic, and I think it's just probably because there's so much here. Let me go ahead and we'll just pop out everything and take a look at each of the different characters, and then we can do some posing. Let's take a look at the Pokemon first. So first up here is Venusaur, or Fushigibana. Spin him around for you. So as far as the head, it's mostly just kind of side to side like that. You can go up and down a little bit. And the arms have a little bit of motion. Back legs here. And then he does come with these little grass pieces that you can just put around him. Let's fix his head a little bit there. That looks a little nicer. Next up is Charizard, or Lizardon. We can just take a look at him real quick. You can see his tail flame. We have quite a bit of range of motion in the wings. His head has quite a lot of motion as well. His arms do go up and down, and the legs give you some motion. Unfortunately, his tail does not have any motion, though. That would have been a nice added touch, but I'm not going to complain too much. He's still pretty nice. And then we have our little flame bits that we can put on. Kind of get him in a pose there. And then last for the Pokemon, we have Blastoise, or Comex. Let's go ahead and spin him around. Fortunately, his head does not have a whole lot of motion here. Not his arms either. All they do is go up and down. They don't go in at all. And then we just have the legs just like the others. Tail does also move a little bit as well. And then for his little accessory piece, oh, I almost forgot to. These do have a little bit of motion, but not much. But yes, his accessory pieces I mentioned are these little water blasts that do connect to his cannons. You can kind of get him in a pose here. And finally, let's take a look at Red. And you can see this is obviously where the Nendoroid stand does connect, but also he has this little backpack that also has that peg, and that will go into his back instead. So you can just get this over his shoulders. Now we can see him with the backpack on. We of course have the stand and the extra neck piece. We have an extra face for him. Then for arms, we have one with the elbow bent. We have one that he can have his hand in his pocket. There we go. We have one that's just kind of straight out. And then we have the hand with the pointed finger. And finally, we have a great ball. And an ultra ball. Here we have him with that pointed hand. Here we have him with his hand in the pocket. And then here's just one more random pose with a different set of hands. So I'm sure in the past Pokemon videos that I mentioned about being a big Pokemon fan, as someone who grew up with Gen 1, getting the champion version of Red was a nice surprise. I had unfortunately missed the original release of Red, so I'm really glad that they did this, and I honestly much prefer this one than the original one. They had mentioned that they were planning on doing a new Pokemon Nendoroid every few months, so there hasn't been any new announcement in a good while. I'm definitely hoping that they announce something soon and they weren't just saying that and then it never happens. There's a ton of characters I'd love to see, especially gym leaders. Unfortunately, we were not able to sell the Champion Red Nendoroid on our website, otakuhenshin.com. You can only get it from the Pokemon Center. So because of that, I did order him in just so we can get a review, plus I obviously wanted him for my collection. We still do have a few of N in stock on our website though. And we have plenty of other anime, video game, and tokusatsu items as well. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel to keep up with our video reviews. You can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And as always, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.